Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to start off our morning with a little video about the needs of an animal and what animals need to survive. Who can tell me? Raise your hand if you can tell me one thing that you know that animals need to survive. What do you know? Have you heard that before? What do you know? One thing animals need to survive. Raise your hand. Yes. Yes, food. Animals need food to survive. Good. That's a big one. Even humans need food to survive. In this video, it talks about a lot of other things that animals need to survive. So we'll get started. Everybody look up here at the screen.
Animals are all around us. Just like you and me, they are also living things.
Animals are living things just like humans.
Can you name a few things that an animal must have to survive? Animals need 4 basic things to survive.
4 basic things. Can we all say basic needs? Basic needs of an animal
Water
is food. We all need food. Animals need food. We need water to drink.
air,
We need fresh air, fresh and clean air to breathe in.
and shelter.
And shelter. Shelter is just like our house is our shelter. Animals have their house or shelter
All
too.
animals need to eat. Different animals eat different kinds of food. Some eat plants.
Some animals eat plants, like that zebra was eating grass. That squirrel looks like he's eating an acorn.
Some eat fruits and vegetables.
That monkey's eating an apple and a banana, and it looks like some blueberries too.
Some animals eat other animals.
That bear is eating another animal,
Gives them
which is a
energy
fish. He's eating a
and
fish.
helps them grow. Animals need water to survive. Animals get water from ponds, lakes, rivers, and rainwater. Water
So those animals they find water from ponds, even the rain, sometimes lakes.
Clean air to breathe. Shelter is another basic need for an animal. Different
Shelter is
animals
like their
have
house.
different shelters, like nest,
So those birds live in a nest.
honeycomb,
The bees live in a honeycomb.
cave,
That looks like the tiger's living in a cave. That's his shelter.
burrows, etc. Shelter
And a burrow. Looks like that bunny is living in a burrow, and a burrow is just like a little hill that has a little hole in it, just like that picture up there. Okay, so we learned in the video, we learned that animals need food to survive. They need shelter or like a house. They need clean air to breathe, just like we need clean air, and we need food and we need shelter. And animals need water to survive. So now we're going to do a reader about how animals need food. So I'm going to pass out everybody's reader, and I want you to turn to the first page. Okay, everybody should be at the page that has a picture of a porcupine. Everybody say porcupine. That's a big word. So this says, what do animals need? All animals need food and water to survive, just how we learned on the video. Different animals eat different kinds of foods. Animals get their foods from their environment. An environment is just where that animal lives. Like it's kind of like its little home or its little house. It's just where it lives and where it finds all of its food. Okay, let's flip to the next page here. Some animals, like a porcupine, eat plants. A porcupine eats plants or things that grow on plants. They often eat leaves and bark from a tree. Sometimes they eat berries that grow on plants. So porcupines eat, what do they eat? Somebody raise their hand and tell me one thing that we read that porcupines eat. Yes. Bark, yes, good. They eat bark from trees. They even eat berries that grow on plants, and they often eat leaves. Let's turn to the next page. Is everybody on the right page? We should be on the page with the little porcupine in the tree. Animals have features that help them find food. The porcupine has different features that help it get food. And features are just like something about that animal or something that that animal was born with or uses that helps them find their food. So a porcupine has sharp claws to help them climb trees and sharp teeth to help them get the bark off the trees. Okay, our next page has a picture of a lizard. Is everybody on the lizard? Perfect. Animals use their senses to help them find food. The savanna monitor uses its sense of smell to find food. And just in that picture, everybody look at the picture of the lizard. Its tongue is out. That's him trying to smell food. It has a tongue. It smells from its tongue. How we smell from our nose, it smells from its tongue. It can smell insects, which it eats to survive. Many animals, such as frogs, mainly eat bugs. What does that wolf have in its mouth? Everybody look at that wolf. What is he eating? Looks like he's eating meat. Yeah. A wolf is a meat eater and eats other animals to survive. Wolves eat rabbits, deer, and sometimes even sheep. It can even eat sheep. Wolves hunt in packs, which makes catching their food easier. What's a pack? Who could raise their hand and tell me what a pack is? Yes. Yeah. A pack is just something that's like a lot of them together. Kind of like your pack of crayons. It has all those crayons in it. A wolf pack is like a pack of wolves, just a lot of wolves together. And now this one says, people need to eat food to live and grow too. We need to eat, and we need water, and we need shelter. Most people eat food 3 times a day. What do we call those? What do we eat in the morning? Breakfast. Then what? Lunch. And then supper or dinner. People eat fruits, nuts, leaves, chicken, and many other things from plants and animals. So we eat a lot of things. We eat vegetables, we eat plants, we eat meat, we eat nuts. We eat a lot of things. Let's flip to the last page, and we have a bunch of vocab words. Let's go through those vocab words. The first one is, who can read that for me? Food. Yes, food is what living things eat. They need it to live and grow. We all need food. Our next one, who can read that for me? That's a tricky one. Hunger. Yep. A feeling you get when you need food. Who gets hungry before lunch? We all feel hungry before lunch. This next one is called survive. Survive means to stay alive. So what animals need to survive, that means what animals need to stay alive. Prey. Let's talk about this. An animal that is hunted by another animal. So if you're the prey, so the prey would be like if a wolf was hunting a sheep, the prey would be the sheep because the wolf wants to hunt the sheep and eat him to stay alive. And the predator is an animal that hunts another animal. So the wolf would be the predator to the sheep, who's the prey. Can everybody say predator? Good. And our last one is meat, the flesh of an animal used for food. So meat It's just like what we eat. We eat meat sometimes, don't we? Perfect. Okay. Everybody, flip your books to the front page and stick them on your polka dot spot and sit on them. Everybody sit on them so we don't have those books out anymore. Perfect. We're going to go over our worksheet, and we're actually going to do our worksheet together. So let me pass out everybody's worksheet and we'll go over it all together. Okay, perfect. Everybody can grab their clipboard. Make sure your paper's in your clipboard and your pencil. And make sure your name is written at the top. Okay, so we have those vocab words again. We have a few different ones, so let's go over those. We have senses, and our senses are like our taste or our smell. We have meat, what we talked about, plants. We have eat. What is eating? Yeah, when you just eat food. Grow and bugs. So who can raise their hand and tell me? The directions are label the pictures with the correct word from the box. Who can raise your hand and tell me that first picture? Everybody should know that first picture. Yep, meat. Perfect. If you don't know how to spell it, make sure you look up at your box and spell meat. It shows you on there. Walk around and see how everybody's doing. Perfect. Now that next one, what is that next one? That next one's a picture of what? That next one is a picture of a plant. Plants. Okay, the next picture that's a little bit tricky, that is a picture of, what is that? That's a baby, and then a kind of like a bigger boy, and then it looks like he's going up to an adult. What is he doing? He's growing. Why does he grow? Why do we grow? Yeah, because we eat food and we drink our water. The next one, it has an eyeball, a nose, an ear, a mouth. What are those? Remember what word I used to describe smelling or tasting? Those are our senses. Good. What are those next little, looks like what are those little critters? Like bugs, yep. And then the next one, that bunny is what to that carrot? He's eating the carrot. Good, eat. Okay. Next, now that we are finished with our worksheet, we get to do a really fun activity. And I want everybody to look up here at the screen. We are going to make a pictograph of all of our favorite animals. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to go around, ask everybody's favorite animal, and then if you look up here at the top, we have the title, and the title says